Hello all. In this session, let us look at the characteristics of real-time systems. As you know, big data is applicable for both real-time and offline systems, but the characteristic features differs for each. Saying that, I can also say that the demand for the nature of the big data also will be different for both the applications. So we must know a basic idea on the characteristics of each of the systems. Here we are going to study specifically about the real-time systems or the online systems and how it behaves. What are the requirements for the big data to satisfy that? So here we are going to see three types of characteristics. One is the latency or the delay. So as you know that this is a real-time system and there is no space for delay or time difference between sending the data and the reception of the data. So always make sure that there is no delay. When you design a real-time system or big data analytics system, it must be ensured that the delay is very less. The second one is high availability. We may not know which user is going to require that type of application at what time. Based on the geographical location, that specific resources or analytics tool may be required at early morning or late in the night. So always the tool, the resources should be available. So when you design a big data analytics system, it also should be taken care of. The third one is horizontal scalability. There are two types of scalability. One is the vertical one is the horizontal one. When you say vertical, it is a row where you can say that I am adding so many resources with varying power. But when you say horizontal scalability, to the same person or to the same resource, you are adding its efficiency. So here in online data system, you must make sure that your horizontal scalability is always there. Distributed computing, we can have any type of systems put together in vertical scalability, but horizontal is the one which we require for real-time systems. Knowing all these characteristic features, we must also know some of the basic definitions or the concepts and the platforms which are widely used in real-time processing of big data. First one is called as the event. Any input or any distraction or any data which is available based on some specific instant can be called as an event. And event processing, depending upon the event, you should make sure that you have a perfect big data analytics tool to process that event. Event stream processing, when you say event stream processing, it comes to the category of live processing, where the demand for your streaming and your processing will be slightly higher than you go for a normal event processing system. And you also have a data stream processing where data can be bits or discrete type of data, but most of the time you can have a continuous data also. The next one is complex event processing. When two events occur at a time, at simultaneously at a time, or you can say one event is dependent on other event, then you can call those events as complex events. And complex event processing is completely different from the normal event processing, because when you change one variable in one of the event, there are high chances that the variable at the other side or at the other event also will be affected because they are going to be dependent. So in that case, when you make mistake on one specific analytics, you are going to end up with some wrong answers when you go for the second event. So make sure that whether your input is a simple event or a complex event. Again, it depends upon the event type also. Sometimes you can have, as I told you already, you can have a discrete type of event or you can have a continuous type of event, and there may be specific time delay between two events also. Then you have an event pattern which denotes how often this event is going to occur. Is one of the key concepts used in many of the advanced real-time analytics process. Only then we can say that it is going to be a successful one. A normal behavioral pattern or an abnormal behavioral pattern. Anything of that sort can be detected only when you define the pattern in your application. So these are some of the key concepts which you must define always in your big data analytics platform and also in the application.